Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another weekly market update where we do take a look at the market from both a technical and a fundamental perspective. And today I want to give you guys an update on the market. Firstly, we can see that the German 30 is rallying all the way to the moon non-stop. And if you've wondered why that was, it's basically there was the travel group led individual stock gains. They were up 10%. Therefore, European stocks regained foot as the Germany index extended a record high to up 10%. Not to up, the company too was up 10%. Too. And then next up, the Dow Jones continued higher. We just got the ADP data that came through, and therefore the Dow Jones gained for the first day in 3 of the data shows falling labor cost. And there's a whole article written about that, which we're not going to go through. Now, the first thing that we do want to speak about is the dollar index is now sitting in bearish territory, and we do expect a pullback. Firstly, what we have over here is we can see we have a market that had now broken above this level of resistance over here that acted as support once. The market also continued higher, tested the resistance. From here, I do expect a pullback before a potential continuation. In doing so, will the market print what's known as a inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is considered a bullish pattern from a technical perspective. Apart from that, we do have an impulse. After an impulse, you normally expect a correction before a continuation as well. From here, I do anticipate a pullback in the index unless something happens that's going to move the dollar higher and just go and hit that price there first before the pullback. But that's a conversation for another day. Next up, we've got gold. Now, gold spiked and then went and created an all-time high again after it hit the all-time high on Friday. Market closed, market open. Gold was moving to the upside. Some people made 45 million. That's still working. But other than that, gold once again, as we can see here, still has some room to move to the downside to come and fill that fair value gap. I don't know if that's what it is, because that's how SNC people trade. It actually coming filling the fair value gap. Well, yeah, so we obviously can expect potentially this market to pull back and hit that level there, because we can see the market just broke below support, came back, tested it as resistance. Next up, we've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is still doing absolutely nothing, like a lot of people do that say, I'm making money off the market, and that's why I can get married multiple times. But we are still have a market that's stuck there in a range, so we need to wait for a clear breaker structure over there before we can actually decide which way we do want to go. Right, next up we've got the Dow Jones. Now the Dow Jones rallied very high, right? Not very high. You can see here, this was very high, right? Very high. Very high. Although I was hoping it was gonna fall all the way to the floor, because that's what an analyst predicted. Still more room to the upside. I do expect this market to go and clear that level before we see any corrections in this market. And we can see here the market never even came back to come and test this level before it started showing signs of moving to the upside. Very important today. We are about to go and get stuck in the between this level of support and resistance over there. Again, if we do close green today, I would then say wait for clear break of structure before looking for any opportunity in the market. The German 30 in here is now traveling all the way to space over there. Now, just remember, on the weekly time frame, there is a high possibility that this candle can still close below this level, right? Because we do have structure that we expected the market to come and pull back to. Now, I would probably say to be very careful on the weekly. Wait for this weekly candle to close below this structure, right? Alternatively, if you do look left, you can see there is nothing to your left, right? Nothing. So there's no structure to be able to identify apart from this one over here. So I can't go on the daily and say, yo, well, we have resistance, it got broken, wait for that. No, because why? Even with that, if you take your Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see if we want to get a 0.38 to pull back, we need this market to rally to at least 16900. That is not going to happen. So I'm not going to say anything about this market because I do not want to be on the wrong side of that. Next up, we do have the S&P 500. I did say we can expect to go higher. Now the market has once again broke above resistance, and we can expect that move higher. From there, we'll give you guys another update in the market. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for ears. Oh yeah.